Network. The Jets agreed to a 5-year deal with Robert Saleh to become their new head coach Thursday night. Saleh has been the 49ers defensive coordinator for the past 4 seasons. Meantime, Urban Meyer has left campus and the broadcast studio to go pro and become the Jaguars' new head man. Team owner Shad Khan saying that Urban Meyer is who we want and need, a leader, winner, and champion who demands excellence and produces results. Jacksonville has the number 1 overall pick for the first time in franchise history. Jared Goff will be the starting quarterback in Saturday's divisional round playoff game against the Packers as John Wolford has been ruled out. Goff returned to action last week following thumb surgery. The Steelers will be on the lookout for a new offensive coordinator after letting go of Randy Fichtner. Pittsburgh's offense struggled in the run game this season, finishing dead last in rush yards. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Hindsight is 20/20. 2020 was a brutal year with a lot we couldn't control. Pandemic, economy, unemployment. What can we control? Our job, our career. Don't look back with 2020 hindsight next year and see yourself in that 2020 job. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. You can pass an IO in as little as 4 months. Live online classes meet just twice a week. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
The NFL family is committed to conversations and actions that advance social justice and move us towards a more equal and just tomorrow. The NFL created Change to reduce barriers to opportunity and create progress in police community relations, justice reform, education, and economic advancement. Join NFL players, clubs, and the league in ensuring that access to opportunity is a reality for all. It takes all of us to end racism and hate. Learn more at NFL.com/inspirechange.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230 KXOL, Central California. Doubleheader on Saturday, doubleheader on Sunday. We've got all NFL playoff games, including the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 55. 55 already, Gene. Super Bowl 55.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that, remembering when they had the first one. Here we are 55 years later.
Yeah. And, of course, the Super Bowl came about after the merge of the NFL and the American Football League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There used to be 2.
Used to be, yes.
Didn't know that, huh?
Okay, and, the Raiders were part of the AFL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At that time.
Yes. Okay. Anyway... news. We've got that coming up, right?
We do have quite a bit of news this morning. An armed robbery, a residential burglary, an update on the COVID-19 situation in the valley.
Okay.
Bunch of stuff.
And we'll start off with some good news. Forester Road is reopened.
Mm-hmm.
The bridge repairs have been completed.
Man, that's good because it kept sounding like maybe they weren't ever going to get that fixed.
And I got caught up in that the other day when I had to go to Palm Springs, and I had forgotten that it was closed, and it took me way out of my way.
Yeah, and it had the same thing happen a couple of weeks ago when I had to go up to Palm Desert.
Okay. Anyway, it's open. We salute the Imperial County Department of Public Works. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got the job done.
Got it done.
Are you ready for birthdays?
We've got birthdays.
Okay.
The big shots are first, huh?
Yes. Actress Margaret O'Brien is 83. She played alongside of Judy Garland in Meet Me in St. Louis.
Meet Me in St. Louis.
Yeah. Actor Andrea Martin, 74. Actor-director Mario Van Peebles, 64. And actor James Nesbitt is 56. Actor Chad Lowe, 53. Actress Regina King, 50. Actor Dorian Missick is 45. Actor Ed Hill is 43. Actor Victor Rasuk is 36. Actor Jesse Schramm is 35. Actor Cameron is 25. I'm trying to think of how many of them I've actually even heard of.
A few.
We've got local birthdays coming up.
The NFL playoffs are coming from Westwood.
Jared goes to the middle. Pass is complete to Reynolds. Back to the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
NFL brought to you by All Valley Fence and All Valley Powder Coating, serving the Yuma and Imperial Valleys. Fisher Chevrolet Buick and GMC. Ayton Express at Ayton and Imperial in El Centro. Stan's Auto Body in El Centro. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Remember to listen to Westwood One's coverage of the NFL all season long. Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXO El Centro.
Here's our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Aaron Martinez, Danny Slaughter, Diane Avila, Emily Zarate, Jesse Galvez, Jesse De Los Santos, Bill Amadon, Isabel Castillo, Joe Medesinca Jr., Jose Gonzalez, Raul Moreno Jr., Lupe Eros, Coach Aguirre, David Vidari Sr., Martha Mendoza, Leticia Jaime, Sofia Moreno, Juana Sepulveda, Kimberly Phillips, Letty Campos, Martha Cabe, Tim Spill, and Victor Pacheco. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay. We're heading into a weekend, busy weekend, right?
Yes. Yes, sirree. Just everybody's just lined up.
Yeah, got work to do in the garden?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're going to spray with an airplane over the garden?
Yeah, I'm bringing in
a drone.
No, I'd actually a full duster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
it's going to be tight, but hey, these crop dusters, they figure they can pretty much do anything.
Yeah, they can get into those tight corners.
Yes.
I know a guy by the name of Louis Baker that probably really did get into lots of tight corners.
Yeah, okay. Well, the idea is once you get in, can you get out?
Well, Louis could.
Okay.
He did.
Okie dokie. Anyway, that should be interesting. With my wife Pam is the gardener, and her greens. There's about 5 different kinds of salad greens. We've been cutting them for the last month or so and eating fresh salads. The carrots are doing well. The onions are doing well. I do the tomatoes, and they're doing okay.
Well, you should consider yourself lucky to even have tomatoes right now.
Well, they're blooming, and some have set. It'll be a little bit before we get the first tomatoes.
Yeah, you were going to really surprise me that you had tomatoes hanging on the vine already.
Yeah, there are some there. They're green, and it'll be a little bit before. But hey, keep in mind the tomato festival in February, right?
Yeah. Traditionally.
Yeah, I may be ready for that.
Well, I don't think they'll be ready for you, sadly enough. But yeah, I'm sure. I haven't heard anything to the contrary, but if it's like everything else.
It is on hiatus.
Yes.
Okay.
I would suspect.
Okay, are you ready for the news?
News we have.
We have news. It's coming up. We're going to start off with a look at World and California news headlines, and it's all brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. They are ready for you. They'll keep you cool in the summer, comfy in the winter. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal, your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News Brief. 5 days to go and tens of thousands of National Guard troops are ready to protect the nation's capital. CBS's Weijia Jiang.
Downtown D.C. is basically a fortress, and they are working with local authorities as well as federal authorities to make sure that people will not have access to anywhere close to where the president-elect will be, given the heightened security and the threats that they are monitoring every day.
President-elect Biden.
Come Wednesday, we begin a new chapter. The Vice President-elect and I will do our best to meet all the expectations you have for the country and the expectations we have for it.
CBS News has learned President Trump plans to leave the White House Wednesday morning. He's not expected to take part in any inaugural activities or meet with the Bidens. COVID vaccinations still hard to come by. In New York City,
they have no line, no waiting time. They wouldn't give me the vaccine, even though I'm on at-home oxygen.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Whatever the weather brings this winter, you can rely on a York Affinity Premium system to keep your home warm and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology and helping to significantly reduce your energy bills. Plus, you can stay connected via our Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat. Every York unit is designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States and backed by industry-leading warranties. Affordable financing options are available. Call Lock Air Conditioning local York dealer at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system. York, install confidence. Contractor's license 696-216.
California headline news. Governor Newsom activating the National Guard, deploying troops to guard the state capitol in advance of possible unrest leading up to next week's presidential inauguration.
We're treating this very seriously and deploying significant resources to protect public safety, critical infrastructure, and First Amendment rights.
A chain link fence already erected around the Capitol perimeter. Request for a permit to hold a pro-Trump rally at the Capitol on Inauguration Day has been denied. Many senior citizens confused after the governor's announcement that the state will allow those over 65 to get the vaccine.
It just seems that every time I try to get it, I'm sent it aside, and we'll get back to you, or can you call next week?
8-year-old Walnut Creek resident Hugh Ferguson. Some health professionals say there'll be confusion about where to direct people to get their vaccines, where they live, where they work, their union, or their health care provider. Foggy, low 60s in Sacramento today, low 70s in Napa, into the 80s in El Centro. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialists. It's page one of the local news. Page one is a service of Auto in Brawley and El Centro. Quickly, this all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
An armed robbery reported yesterday. Carroll Buckley has more on more information.
And on a story you're still working on, armed robbers got away with $40,000 in cash yesterday afternoon. According to El Centro police reports, at about 2:20 p.m., two men, one armed gun, took $40,000 in cash from two bank employees that were loading an EM in a shopping center parking lot at Imperial Avenue and Shea. Police the two men were in a white later model van, and there was a woman in a black car that was with them. The robbers were to an apartment complex on Wall Road in Imperial, but officers are able to locate the suspects in an apartment at that complex. One of the vehicles used in the robbery was recovered. Few others have been released.
In other local news, hospitalizations down slightly. Here's more on the story.
The COVID-19 update was released today morning. It's are released by the County Public Health Department. According to the latest update, the number of deaths attributed to COVID-19 has increased by 6, now totaling 460. Case COVID-19 in Imperial County is now at 1,878, an increase of 106 over the last report. There are currently 144 COVID-19 patients hospitalized in Imperial County, for less than reported on Wednesday. There are still 24 ICU beds available in the county hospitals. New cases per day per 100,000 population has dropped to 68.8 as compared to 74.76 previously reported. Positivity rate has decreased to 0.7%, down to 39.08% reported on Wednesday. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, coming up to 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center is ready to take care of your automotive service needs. Tires, brakes, batteries, AC service, alignments, lube oil and filter change, and more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
Continuing more local news, police made a traffic stop Wednesday that resulted in citations and more. Police were notified by an automated license plate reader at Imperial and Main that a car had just gone through the intersection with a license plate that had been reported stolen. Traffic stop was made on the car at Imperial and Aurora Avenues. Officers discovered that one of the occupants of the car had an outstanding warrant. The rental car was searched, as was a local motel, and 5 cell phones and a tablet were recovered, as well as some illegal drugs. 2 people were cited and released, facing charges of possession of stolen property and several other violations. Narcotics tossed over the border fence. George Gale explains.
It happened twice this week. Incident reported Border Patrol agents found a package wrapped in electrical tape near the intersection of G. Anaya Avenue and 2nd Street in Calexico. The second similar package was found near the intersection of Heber Avenue and 1st Street. 2 packages tested positive for methamphetamine and weighed a combined weight of around 2 pounds. Estimated value of both packages was set at $4,500. Packages were turned over to the Drug Enforcement Administration. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Rain, sleet, and snow are coming to threaten your visibility and turn your commute into a battle. But the Michelin Man is ready to protect you with Michelin Stealth Wiper Blades. Exclusive SmartFlex technology makes these blades flex to the curve of your windshield, giving you the best wipe possible and streak-free, long-lasting performance for safer driving. Winter is coming, and advice, be ready. Michelin Wiper Blades. It's not any clearer than this. Available at Walmart, Pep Boys, Amazon, and other fine retailers.
The thing about the Name Your Price tool from Progressive is that by now you've heard a lot of ads about the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. We probably don't even need the words, the Name Your Price tool, to tell you that our humpback whale pup gives you options based on your budget, or that our novelty hand buzzer helps you save on car insurance. And that's the thing about the tiny felt bag filled with marbles. At this point, you've heard a lot of ads about the elusive northern bobcat. The Name Your Price tool, the neighbor who baked you banana bread, only from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
It's page 2 of the Local News. Page 2 is brought to David and Jose. David H. West Insurance Services. You can see David, you can see Jose for answers to your questions about life and health insurance or retirement planning.
Continuing with more local news, the National Weather Service says, get ready for a change. A west system is expected to bring cooler temperatures, breezy conditions, and the potential of rainfall is heading this way. The National Weather Service says there is a potential for heavy rainfall and isolated thunderstorms next Tuesday and Wednesday. Additional weather disturbances bringing precipitation, unsettled weather is possible during the latter part of next week. An El Centro homeowner reported someone broke into his house. The report was made to El Centro Police Wednesday afternoon. The homeowner reported that several watches, a class ring, headphones, a Nintendo Switch, a shotgun, camera, AirPods, boots, and jewelry were among the items taken. The burglary apparently occurred Monday. A pillowcase was also taken, apparently to haul some of the loot off. The Imperial County Public Health Department says they know that the state has announced that individuals aged 65 and older are to receive COVID-19 vaccines as soon as possible. That's the optimal as soon as possible isn't here yet. According to County Health Department, they are working to secure enough vaccine supply to the more than 26,000 residents of Imperial County, age 65 and older. The health department says that vaccine supply in Imperial County is limited, but they are working with the state to secure additional doses. Imperial County Public Health Department says they will announce dates and locations where eligible individuals can receive the vaccine as soon as the necessary supplies are secured. A fuel truck explodes on Wednesday afternoon. According to Yuma, at about 3:45 p.m. Wednesday, they were a report of a truck on fire on East Gila Ridge Road. Shortly after the initial report, a follow-up report was received that the truck had exploded and that there was a person. Arriving firefighters found a 6,000-gallon fuel truck burning near a bulk fuel tank. The fire was quickly contained before the bulk tanks could ignite. It was determined that the truck had been transferring fuel to a bulk tank when there was an operator had been on top of the truck when it blew up. He was taken to the Yuma Medical Center and then transferred to a Phoenix area hospital for treatment. The cause of the fire and explosion has not yet been determined. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about these Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurance.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, above normal temperatures will be seen over the next several days, especially across the Imperial and Yuma valleys. That means highs across the area will reach the mid-70s to low 80s. It will also be breezy at times today and tomorrow, mainly over portions of the Colorado River Valley. During the first half of next week, there will be a significant cooling trend, along with breezy to windy conditions, especially on Tuesday and Wednesday. Precipitation chances are still uncertain, but the increasing chances beginning Monday night and Tuesday have become more consistent. Our high yesterday, 83, 50 the low. Sunny today with a high near 82. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north-northeast later. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 48, light wind. Sunny tomorrow with a high near 83. Light wind becoming north-northwest about 5 miles an hour in the afternoon. Sunday will be sunny with a high near 79 and light wind. We have 48 degrees downtown, 40% relative humidity out of the southwest, 7 to 10 miles an hour. Air quality throughout the Imperial Valley is good, except right at the border where it is moderate. Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Ford is America's best-selling brand, and now is the best time to buy, because you have great offers on the Ford vehicle lineup. We build Ford trucks that offer outstanding performance and capability. We build Ford SUVs that offer versatile and convenient features to help you every day. And because Ford trucks and SUVs are built for this, you make Ford America's best-selling brand. Come see your local Ford store, based on 2019 calendar year total sales. Right now, there are big deals on SUVs at your San Diego County Ford dealers. Get 0% financing for 72 months on a 2020 Ford Explorer or 2020 Escape Gas. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 0% APR financing for 72 months at $13.89 per month for $1,000 financed regardless of down payment. Available on Escape Hybrid and Escape Plug-in Hybrid. Residency restrictions apply. Taking retail from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 2/1/2021. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Come visit your San Diego County Ford dealers and get these deals before they're gone.
It's sports time. NBA action. 76ers top the Heat 125-108. Raptors rolled. They beat the Hornets 111-108. The Rockets nipped the Spurs 109-105. Nuggets beat the Warriors 114-104. And the Pacers, they beat up on the Trailblazers 111-109.
Last year was crazy. My hours were cut.
I was out of work for months. I need a better job.
At the Center for Employment Training, study for a career in construction or healthcare. Go to cetweb.edu. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, and we offer job placement assistance to graduates. All programs can be completed in under based on attendance. Go to cet.edu or call 760-592-0208 for CET. Work hard. Be strong.
NFL news, the Jaguars have hired Urban as the head coach, turning to one of the most successful college coaches in NCAA history. They're looking to turn around the NFL's worst franchise. And, well, they're one of the worst because the Jets really are bad. The Jets, coming off one of the worst seasons in franchise history, reached an agreement in principle with 49ers defensive coordinator Robert Saleh, turn next head coach, according to the team. The agreement is for 5 years. And the Atlanta Falcons have offered their head coaching job to Tennessee Titans offensive coordinator Arthur Smith. Meanwhile, the Giants running Adrian Peterson has been ordered to pay almost $0.3 million in a summary judgment to a Pennsylvania loan company after he defaulted on a loan in 2016. D'Angelo Vehicle Sales LLC sued Peterson after the running back failed to pay back an initial sum of $5.2 million. Hey, do you pay it? Okay. Oh, baseball. New Los Angeles Dodgers reliever Corey has agreed to a $5.25 million one-year contract that avoided salary arbitration. Pitcher Dylan Floro agreed to $975,000. Of course, don't forget doubleheader action Saturday. The Rams and the Packers, the Ravens and the Bills on Sunday. The Browns and the Chiefs, followed by the Buccaneers and the Saints, all on AM 1230 KXO.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and a look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned security service protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan to the public. Well, the Dow Jones Industrials falling early today with shares of Dow Incorporated and Goldman Sachs delivering the stiffest headwinds for the price-weighted average. The Dow Jones Industrial right now, 230 points lower. The S&P 500 off 30, and the NASDAQ off 103 points on early trading. Other components contributing significantly to the decline include Chevron, J.P. Morgan Chase, and Caterpillar, and others that are trending downward. U.S. retail sales dropped last month, according to the Commerce Department, marking the third straight month without any growth. Retail sales fell 0.7% in December from the month prior. Economists surveyed by Refinitiv expected sales to be flat. America's economic recovery took a hit in the final months of 2020, and the retail sector hasn't been spared. Rising COVID-19 infections and renewed lockdown measures, as well as job losses, have weighed on consumer spending and were a drag on retail sales. By the way, gold is off $20 an ounce, oil down $1.46 a barrel.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. Count on West Security and Southwest for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
It will be sunny today with a high near 82, west wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north-northeast later. Mostly clear, around 48, light wind. Tomorrow, sunny near 83, light wind, becoming north-northwest about 5 miles an hour in the afternoon. 53 degrees downtown El Centro, 32% relative humidity, wind out of the west-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, now offering 24-hour-a-day post boxes. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Hi, Mike Morris here from El Centro Motors. We become the performance headquarters of the Imperial Valley. We have Shelby Raptors, we have Shelby cars, we have Shelby trucks, we have Celine trucks, we have Celine cars. We have stuff with 875 horsepower. We are the new performance headquarters of Imperial County, and you need to come down and take a drive. You won't believe what you see. Like those dealers up in that are charging $20,000 over stick. We do that here at El Centro Motors. So remember, check. And if you don't come see me first, I can't save you any money. It's just that easy.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News on the Hour. Your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kathan. The Justice Department's internal watchdog says it will investigate how officials prepared for and responded to the attack last week at the U.S. Capitol. A Pentagon investigation. Other departments launched too. The fear of possible additional violence is real 5 days before the inauguration. CBS's Jeff Pegues.
CBS News has learned of an FBI memo warning the violent breach on January 6 very likely will serve as a significant driver of violence in the coming days. Lawmakers like Michigan's Peter Meyer are even purchasing body armor to protect themselves.
It's sad that we have to get to that point, but our expectation is that someone may try to kill us.
Well, there is concern in all 50 states, too, since threats go beyond Washington, D.C. John Daly is mayor of Tallahassee, Florida.
Of course, we support everybody's First Amendment right to protest and to gather, but when we start talking about the destruction of buildings...
No. For the U.S. to have any chance to evict President Trump at his impeachment trial, Republicans who have condemned him, like Alaska's Lisa Murkowski, will have to join with Democrats.
I believe that this president has committed an impeachable offense.
She spoke with CBS affiliate KYES. There's word on Inauguration Day, and Trump will leave the White House early in the morning. No plans to meet with the Bidens or take part in any events. The president-elect has unveiled his $1.9 trillion pandemic plan.
In this pandemic, in America, we cannot let people go free. We cannot let people get evicted. We cannot watch nurses, educators, and others lose their jobs. We so badly need them. And now, decisively.
Step vaccine production to hit 2 billion doses for the year. CBS's Cammie McCoy. Growing frustration over the current government rollout.
Frustration in Mississippi, where doses are now restricted.
It's just a big miscalculation.
In Nashville, on Cooper.
We are limited by the amount of vaccine that we have received.
In Kentucky, they're promising
every Kentuckian will have access to the vaccine, and everyone will have their turn.
But even with vaccination centers operating 24 hours a day in New York City, people are being turned away.
People will die because of this failure.
Medical experts are calling the vaccine rollout haphazard at best.
Pentagon says it's reached a goal of dropping down to 2,500 troops in Afghanistan. Wall Street right now.
The Dow is down 242 points. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
New year, new digits. Every small business has unique needs. And when you partner with a Dell Technologies advisor, you get real-time tailored advice. They'll even give you a free consultation on your servers and storage devices to develop a custom solution to help improve your company's productivity. Plus, get special financing with Dell Business Credit and big savings on business computers with Intel Core processors. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Heads up! Ulta Beauty's Jumbo Love event has the best deals for you and your hair. Shop the lowest prices of the season on jumbo-sized shampoos and conditioners from your favorite brands like Redken, Paul Mitchell, and Biolage. No matter your hair type, Ulta Beauty has plenty of products to keep your hair shiny, hydrated, and healthy. Stock up, save, amaze your hair at the Jumbo Love event. Shop online or in-store now through January 23rd. Ulta Beauty. The possibilities are beautiful.
A tough diagnosis for a former sitcom star.
His representative says Dustin Diamond, who played Screech in the original Saved by the Bell, has been diagnosed with cancer.
It made me realize that there are a million fish in the sea and I'm just a worm to attract them.
No details on Diamond's specific condition, but his rep says he's hospitalized and undergoing medical testing. Diamond's 2009 memoir, Behind the Bell, distanced him from the rest of his former castmates. Boot. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
The woeful New York Jets made history with a new head coaching selection. Robert Saleh is the first Arab-American Muslim head coach in the NFL. He's been the highly touted defensive coordinator at San Francisco. 49ers cornerback Richard Sherman tweeted congrats, saying the Jets got a great one. Saleh spoke with 4 other teams about vacancies. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Timeshare owners, what I'm about to share may save you thousands of dollars. I'm Gordon Newton, president of the Newton Group and author of The Consumer's Guide to Timeshare Exit. In the last 15 years, I've heard everything imaginable from exit companies trying to get you to hire them. I've heard the money-back guarantee. The truth is those guarantees fall flat time and time again as bad exit companies file for bankruptcy, take your money with them. I've heard them try to earn your trust, claiming they pioneered timeshare cancellation in 2008. The ugly truth is that's not possible. Newton Group has been leading the exit industry long before that. I've heard exit celebrity endorsers convince you they're experts. The truth is the experts at Newton Group wrote The Consumer's Guide to Timeshare Exit. Every year, timeshare owners lose millions of dollars by hiring the wrong exit company. If you want out of your timeshare, call Newton Group at 800-500-1763 for your free no-obligation consultation and free copy of the guide. That's 800-500-163 or newtongroup.com.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for
Carroll Buckley.
Things he says and like you can connect to them.
AM 1230 KXO.